Skål gutta!
Skål! Skål!
Hello and welcome to another edition of Tipsy Wednesday. I am your presenter, Kurt. With me, my co-host Björn
Hello.
and Thomas.
Hey.
There's a new weekend, a new opportunities. So Björn, what's you been up to this weekend?
Well, doing work in my home, making a new staircase for my, what do you call it? Main entryway.
Your
So,
entrance.
The main entrance, the outside door, making a new staircase.
Are you still on
because
it?
the old one was shabby and old. Well, we worked on it like on Saturday, so nah, we're not finished yet.
Thomas and you?
So-
Well, I've been disc golfing today, as usual. Other than that, a chill weekend, bit of work. Well, and you?
Did some socialing this weekend, so I'm reduced.
What? An introvert being social? What the fuck?
Junior haven't been introverted in a year or two now.
I guess not.
Yeah, met a lot of new people. It was a house party. What is it called? A moving in party. I don't recall the.
What do you call that? When people just bought a new house and they're having an...
There's a name
What
for
do you
it.
call that?
I know it, but I forgot it.
A welcome party or
Nah, not a coming home or welcome party. It's
Because
Yeah,
you do
I have no
bring, usually you bring a gift as well when people have bought a house. What's it called again?
fuck.
Well, now we're forgetting all the English words here.
House coming.
who cares?
House.
You
Housewarming
You
gift,
were-
is that the word?
you were at the
sure.
party. You were socializing
Mm.
again.
Yes.
Oh, just to
So,
address it now in the starting minutes here, this is the last episode for the summer, or not for the entire summer, but we are going on vacation after this,
Yes.
and we'll be back in some weeks.
Unspecified amount of time.
An unspecified.
Yeah, unspecified
amount of
time, yeah.
Yes.
3-4
yes.
weeks, give or take.
Depending on how our summer vacation schedules are looking.
Yep.
How busy we'll be. But yeah, we'll be off for. We'll be busy for summer vacations.
I will try to keep the social medias alive during the summer. Should be easier when we're all in one place, ish.
Yeah, we usually tend to like post a few pictures like, hey, we're getting food or we're having drinks and yay, thumbs up and all of that stuff.
Yep.
But
He's going to be a bit more busy.
yes, Mr. Junior, what's your summer plans? Because we know you have some.
Driving around the country.
Yeah.
That's. It's more. It's better suited for the Norwegian podcast because local.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just remember to come up with a lot of topics during the summer holidays. Well, not holidays, summer vacation.
Yeah,
So we have
sure.
a lot to talk about when we come back.
Yes.
We shall have a lot to discuss, even though we should not be doing geeky stuff during the holiday.
I don't
Wait,
know.
we're not doing geeky stuff.
We might
Maybe
be doing
we
geeky
will.
stuff.
Maybe
Björn
we
and I
won't.
tend to play through a game or something during the summer holidays.
Yes.
Summer
I
vacation.
figure out which game to play through.
What did we play last year? We played through one of the horror games
Yeah.
because we finished up Until Dawn 2 years ago,
and last year
and then we played the sequel or something.
No, not a sequel. It was a standalone game as well. But
Yeah.
made from
It
the
was
same
made by-
company doing something similar. don't remember what that was called though.
Quarry.
The Quarry.
The
Yes.
Quarry. Yes. And I think we've spoken about them
Yeah.
before, but they're basically like movie game experiences.
Just go back a
Like-
year and to listen to that if you're interested.
Until Dawn and The Quarry. They're like games that are made to be like a
Video
movie
game.
that you make interactive choices in.
Mm.
Video
Uh,
game.
Video game, yes.
Video game. Yes.
Just like the latest Mortal Kombat games and Injustice fighting games as well. It's a cinematic game, basically.
Well, if you pay attention to the story, if that's your main
If you do,
focus.
if you do the storyline arcade mode thingy, it's basically a movie where you do the fight scenes and there's a huge chunk of movie in between every fight scene.
Is this the Metal Gear Solid of
of fighting
Future-
games.
Fighting games, I
Really?
don't know.
has Kojima finally gotten his influence? I don't know.
No, but it was really good because you didn't do like 10 straight fights in a row and you got an end movie. You actually had to play different characters throughout the storyline from their point of view or whatever.
Oh,
It's really good.
Well, do we have any topics to discuss?
We have
we
a couple.
do. We do. We have a few.
A
But,
few.
usually we manage to talk about
Oh,
geeky stuff regardless. So,
So what's this law enforcement in France doing?
oh damn! I thought we were going for geeky stuff still, but law, yeah, law enforcement in France. Nowadays a lot of ruckus is going about in France, demonstrations and so on and so forth. And to top it all off, now a bill has been passed in France, and I don't know
Not the electrical kind, I suppose.
no. But a law is being put forth, but it hasn't been put in place. Like, to put the wording correctly, a bill has been passed, which means that a suggestion has been put forth, and it is in the making of being put into a law or something along those lines. But it's not being enforced yet. But it has been passed and approved. Do you have any idea have you heard anything about this?
Does
You
it
can
have
shoot
something
rioters.
to do with
What-
rioting?
Or rioters.
It has nothing to do with rioting, but it may cause more rioting.
Even
What
more.
have they done now? Don't they have
Uh,
enough on their hands?
France passes a bill to allow police to remotely activate phone cameras, microphones, and so on and so forth to spy on suspects. So a bill has been put forth in France for the police to be allowed legally to activate your camera and your microphone on your phone to keep you under surveillance. So now it's not just a tinfoil hat theory anymore that, the companies are listening in, the advertisements are listening in to our keywords when we speak about robot vacuums. We get robot vacuums suggested in our ads. But now it's
Now you
to
got
the
police on your
level
phone
of
as well.
now you got police watching you and listening to you if, in this case, you are a suspect of something. But that they're
Or just
now
a person of
legally-
interest.
person of interest. They are going to be legally allowed to spy on you, literally, from your own phone, and meaning that the functionality, of course, it has been there. It is here in our phones. It can monitor us, and it probably has for years. It's just now that it's allowed to do so in France by police authorities. Yeah, hooray, more rioting, I guess. Because I
Yeah,
don't
but
think
if you're the
that's,
normal person in the streets, you don't have anything to fear, in theory.
Exactly, but wouldn't you like to stay private still? Wouldn't you like
Yes.
prefer to
Yeah.
like when you're yeah, even if you have nothing incriminating that would make you a criminal or suspect in any regard, wouldn't you still like to be private just for privacy's sake?
Yeah, but I don't
Yes.
get it.
Someone
If a criminal they're interested in are doing a meeting or something, they just turn off their phones, and you can't spy on them. So the
I
solution is
guess.
simple to do.
But
Criminal stuff.
like someone in I read this on Reddit and someone put up an excellent metaphor. Like everybody takes a shit every once in a while,
Mm.
but would you like to shit in public? No, you would like to stay private for that occasion. Even though it's nothing criminal, it's nothing secret. Everybody takes a shit every now and then, but you still would like to keep private during that activity. Wouldn't you still like to keep private for certain things in life, regardless if it's
Criminal
like,
or not?
yeah, most things we do is like, yeah, most people aren't criminals of any kind. They're just law-abiding citizens trying their best to abide by the law.
Imagine you're making a homemade movie with your wife or something with your phone, and the police happens to tap in and they see it, and then they charge you for indecent exposure. They saw you have sex.
Because you're publicly available and this is indecent exposure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but isn't it really difficult to gain access to someone's phone? Because
You
I
have to hack the
know.
fucking phone, don't you?
Yeah, yeah, but I know in certain cases where there's been murder or disappearance and such, and people have gotten a hold of their phone and they tried to get it to Apple to make them and open it, but they didn't do it. There's a lot of rules about this.
But is there a way to know if someone is using your camera on the phone?
I have no idea. This is just in the making, a law in the making. But the first bill has been passed. The suggestion has been put forth, and the suggestion has been approved and passed. It is in the making. So I don't know the details of how this will be put into practice, but I believe it would have to be something along the lines of a police force has a suspect that they want to view the activity, and then they contact the internet, the service provider for that phone or something along the lines. So there are ways.
Activate the camera on this phone.
Especially if you are law enforcement. You're not some shady hacker who's trying to enter a back door into someone's phone to spy on them. You are the law.
Police officers are corrupt.
Even police officers are corrupt. But if you have the law backing you, and you are a person of authority, as in a police officer or police enforcement of some kind, then I guess in France you would be, as a service provider of some sort that could grant access to a private person's phone, you would be legally obliged to provide them that access. So, but I don't know whom they would contact directly, but someone has the ability to do so.
Have you ever tried to take a picture of something you shouldn't, and you had the flash on, and everyone noticed you're taking a picture?
I see.
Oh.
I saw this this meme of someone just filming. They're having a movie night, and the boyfriend and the girlfriend sitting next to each other, and his girlfriend has her feet on his lap, and she's not wearing socks. And just see one of his other friends from the other side of the room suddenly like takes up his phone like this, and you suddenly see a flash going off in the direction of his girlfriend's feet. It's like, whoa, dude.
Yeah, imagine if you could have your phone to have the flash or the light on every time the camera is on. So you're doing your stuff, and suddenly you see the light on your phone comes on, and you know someone is spying on you, and you can do all kind of crazy stuff just to piss off the police.
Yeah, but imagining keeping track on politicians and such. How much blackmail evidence they can get.
Oh,
But,
yeah. We should get into the
Yeah.
hacking business.
maybe we should become police officers because apparently you are allowed to do a lot of shit that you can just get away with the law backing you. It's like fucking nonsense. Regarding do you know, we're speaking of France, police, so on, demonstrations and so on and so forth. Do you know the details about the teen who got shot in the, because I just heard the general gist of it. A 17-year-old was out driving or doing his learner's thing or whatever, and he was stopped in a regular control, like traffic police control, and for some reason they shot him dead.
In France?
Yeah, wasn't that the reason for the demonstrations?
No, I don't know.
Am I completely
don't-
wrong? Okay.
They
I
don't
don't
cover it
know.
in the medias in Norway.
No.
Like,
Okay.
There's so much
Okay,
demonstration in
So
France.
you can't provide us with any more details than the general things I've heard, which may not be entirely correct.
No, we have no
okay,
idea what's
okay.
happening in France.
And supposedly after this officer shot that 70-year-old, the government gathered together a large sum of money to support the officer.
supporting for what? Shooting a kid?
Yes.
You shot the kid.
It's like-
Congratulations. Here's a lot of money for you. Take it.
It's like, this must be emotionally hard for you. Here's some money from the government to you, police officer.
What about the
What
kid's
about
family?
the kid? It's like, you know, exactly. Like,
Yeah, but the kid is dead, so he can't have money. So.
I don't know if it is a simple Google search would provide us the answers, but at least he was shot. I assume
You said
he
you
died.
shot him dead.
I assume he did.
You aren't supposed to assume stuff in this day and age, Björn.
There's a lot of assumptions here. Well,
Yeah, but
The-
you obviously can't provide us with. Yes, Paris protests flare after 70-year-old shot dead during police traffic stop. Yep.
Hmm.
must be one hell of a bad student.
Yeah, was he at the driving school with the driving teacher in the next seat over? Or
I'm reading this from CNN, so it should be a trustworthy source of information. It just says a regular traffic stop performed by the police, following at least one gunshot wound. But yeah,
yeah, but why did the policeman shoot him? Does it say? Like it wasn't. He didn't just stop him and go up to the car and just shot him. Like
I have no idea about the details of this.
Murky details.
Yeah. Paris, the city of love.
The city of riot.
Okay,
It is now.
I'll read this quote from CNN's website. This vehicle made a first refusal to comply. Then it was blocked in the flow of traffic, where there it was a new control attempt by 2 police officers. He said, at that time, the driver who had first turned off the engine, restarted the engine, then left. It was in this context that the policeman used his firearm.
Is a
So
bit
how
much.
by that description, I assume the vehicle made a first refusal to comply. So I assume the police attempted to stop the vehicle, and then the vehicle did not stop. Maybe because this new driver didn't see them. Maybe because he was scared. Maybe because some silly reason he didn't stop the first time. Then because of the flow of traffic, there was probably a traffic jam or rush hour or something. The vehicle had to stop because of traffic. Then the engine stopped, and when the police officers approached the vehicle a second time, the engine restarted and he drove off. But knowing vehicles today, they have an auto off feature. When you stop the vehicle in rush hour traffic, the engine shuts off automatically. Therefore, I assume he didn't like purposely shut off the engine. See the officers approaching, the driver, I mean, see the officers approaching, then intentionally started the engine and drove off. Maybe it was some auto engine shut off feature, and maybe he didn't see the officers, or maybe he was scared for some silly other reason. But however, did any of these things warrant the police officers to shoot the guy?
No.
It doesn't
But
sound
did they intend
so.
to shoot him or
Yeah,
shoot the car to make him stop?
I
Yeah,
have no idea. I have no idea.
Yeah, but you're always so, oh, maybe it was the government's fault. Maybe this teenage guy had a pound of drugs with him, and he was driving away. We don't know.
Wouldn't it say
was
if
high.
they found a lot of drugs in his car?
I don't know. I
Would that justify?
No,
they
but
assumed he had drugs, therefore they shot him.
No, but,
Even if
but
he did.
you are assuming that they shot him because he
Yes,
just
because I don't fucking trust the government and a lot of countries anymore, and especially police forces. It's like I assume it's automatically nowadays that the police fucked up. That's what I just naturally assume these days. Sorry for assuming, but I fucking do.
Yeah, so when you are
Yes.
out on the town and people are fighting, you're not calling the police because you can do it better yourself.
I am not law enforcement, and I will
I am the law!
But I have my doubts of the police doing the right thing in every situation. Yes.
But you're okay
You hear
with
this,
the
Thomas?
police having the law backing them up with the fucking phone cameras.
No, I'm not behind that either. So I'm just saying a lot of fucking shit is going down now. Yeah, so yeah. Bad things goes worse, I guess.
Yeah, well, the world, it's going to shit.
Nah, Paris.
I saw, no, not necessarily. I saw due to the climate change that Spain were to have up to 50 degrees Celsius of heat this week. That's going to shit as well.
You ask? Sorry, I was busy reading the details of the article. So
I said,
I'll put it down.
I saw in the forecast that Spain is supposed to have 50 degrees Celsius this week.
Yay!
That's their temperature. So yeah, that's hot. Water is evaporating. Big rivers are drying up. People will die.
Yeah.
But not
It's,
in Norway.
No, hooray for that.
Yay.
For us, I guess. But it's like, yeah, we the temperatures we had last year. It was record-breaking hot temperatures all around the world, and this year, yet again, record-breaking scorching heat.
Yeah,
Yet
day
again.
after day. I think 4 days in a row we broke the records.
Yeah, we've broken some heat records for periods of time in Norway as well during the month of was it last month?
I don't know.
June?
Perhaps.
Anyway, it has been on average across the world, it's been just scorching hot, and it's just getting fucking hotter.
Yeah, I saw they said in Norway now we have 1 month less of a ski season during the year compared to I think the 90s or something.
Yeah, I can believe that, because we have like it's getting the summer lasts longer and the winter lasts shorter.
Yay!
Yay.
Now we don't have to shovel so much damn snow.
Mm.
Gotta take
well,
the positives.
It's a niche problem to have it up here in Norway, in a one of few cold countries. It's a warm welcome to have a bit more warmth. But for the pretty much the majority of the rest of the world, it's pretty fucking hot. Too damn hot.
Said it before and I'll say it again. Just move to north of Norway. It's worth it.
Yeah, but don't you think we'll see the trends, because the temperature rise isn't going to stop just overnight. It's like, oh, we had a seasonal abnormality and now we have stable temperatures like the 90s again. No, that probably won't happen.
No, it won't.
Next year. This is a slow change. It's not even slow. It's a change that is going to escalate in magnitude, and people will find it eventually too hot to live where they're currently living, and they'll probably move further north or further south. Like if they live near the equator area, if you're like in like countries like in the middle of Europe, like Germany, Turkey, Poland, Spain, and Portugal, all of those countries like in the middle of the middle of Europe, like where it's already fucking hot. It's like, yeah, it'll get hotter and it'll get literally unbearable.
I know of a huge country who have a lot of area in cold regions. It's called Russia. Just move there.
Ah, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they
Or Greenland.
Or Greenland, yeah. That's mostly ice, and it will melt.
Yeah.
So there will be more
Yay.
space to build shit. So yeah, move to north of Norway, north of Sweden, north of Finland, the entire north of Russia, because it's uninhabited mostly.
Yeah, but you'll still be
Alaska.
governed by Russians. I don't think for other reasons the Russian choices. No,
not at the moment. Not at the moment.
Not at the moment.
Just give it a couple of years, and when everything is forgotten, then just move there.
Do you think?
I don't think.
We'll just replace the man in charge, and suddenly it'll be hunkadory, rainbows, ponies, and
Yeah, it depends who is changed with, I suppose.
Joe Biden.
In Russia,
he'll become the
president in Russia.
No, but
Well-
it wasn't the man before Putin the one who had the marks on his head.
Gorbachev. But he wasn't.
Gorbachev or something. Wasn't he like
he was
generally an
Western
all-round
friendly, yeah.
Yes, wasn't he like an all right dude?
Yeah. He was.
Compared
Yeah.
to, at least not just compared to the men in charge now, but
Compared to the Soviet
like-
Union in general, I think.
compared to the Soviet Union in general, he was like a breath of fresh air. It's like,
Yeah.
this is pretty nice.
But Putin started off decently as well, I think. He had
Maybe.
he had a lot of things he wanted, like to get close to the West, but the West didn't want to have him, so to speak. He wanted to be a member of
he's-
NATO. Maybe we should
At
have granted it.
At first, I would assume he was like, he had a lot of supporters backing him. And then he got chosen because he couldn't choose himself at the start.
Not
of
at the
his
beginning.
reign. So not like he does now. He just, I'll elect myself or make the people elect me
I
forcefully.
think he started his political career in the KGB.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
he did.
Yeah, right.
Maybe
That's
that
not-
speaks volumes. Does a world leader have to start in the military to be in a special? What do you even call that? Special forces unit? The Russian KGB.
KGB, it's like CIA, isn't it? Or FBI.
Yeah, super spec ops, high grade military special forces. It's like, should we elect a person like that to lead our country? Maybe time has shown that maybe that wasn't the right choice. But like history has shown as well. I don't recall, but I know of a guy who got elected in Germany in the 1930s, who rose to power, and somehow lost popularity during the 1940s. we're seeing the same kind of trends here.
Nah, this
Yeah,
juice
but
is still.
Nah, you
they-
don't
they,
fucking think so. I'm seeing a lot of fucking similarities.
they say that the longer you're sitting with the power, the harder you'll get, the worse you'll be in time or with time.
Yeah, have you? Is it a Netflix production? How to Make a Tyrant or something?
Don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
Junior, you're the Netflix connoisseur here.
Yeah,
Have you seen that one?
No, I haven't, but I know
Oh,
it
for
is.
some, I thought I recall you saying. Maybe I was wrong, but there is a Netflix production somewhere along the lines of making a tyrant or a dictator or something along those lines. And it, as far as I've read, but I have not seen the show, they take forth a couple of world leaders, previous and current, who was elected by the people, who was fairly popular at the start of their reign, and then they got more and more bad.
Yeah, because when you have all that power at your fingertips, at some point you realize, shit, I'm going to lose this soon. I have to do something. I want to keep having this power.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that, it's a lot of the things we're seeing now is, yeah, that sounds about right. That's what is happening.
Just look at
Because
him.
the-
If
the-
he got enough power to be a world leader, not a world leader, but a leader,
The
in a country,
world
the world
leader.
leader. Yeah, you would end up
Hold
trying to
there.
go that far. Yes, that's my point.
I will be the world leader.
Yeah, he'll start
Damn.
out with Norway, and then he'll take a small country, Denmark, for instance.
Annex Denmark.
Yep. Then Iceland.
But
Then England, like the Vikings.
nah, we got Sweden. Sweden
Yeah,
and Finland.
Sweden. Finland is hard though.
Yeah, but you just make a deal with them. Like we are buddies.
I don't know. Huge world powers has tried to conquer Finland before.
You
it
don't-
hasn't gone well. It
you don't
hasn't
need-
gone well.
You don't need to conquer them. You just need to be friends with them.
Mhm.
You need to
But
barter with vodka and black metal. Is that what
Easier.
Finland is known for? Their black
cars. Cars
Junior
and
will
rallies.
Junior will just ship them tons and tons of potatoes.
Potatoes are good.
I pay tribute.
Take the potatoes so that I don't have to fight you.
Yeah. Make vodka. Go on.
But Björn, PS5 for Fantasy 16, is that it?
Yes, it's the new Final Fantasy going around, seeing commercials about it all over, and the
Yeah.
cinematics and the graphics looks fucking amazing.
Is it a story based like the originals, or is it a new online game?
No, it's a storyline game as far as I've read. It's not an online game. It's like one story, you run through it, and it's... I see a lot of people playing it. I see a lot of suggestions for videos of playthroughs and so
So
on.
it's already out.
Yes, it's available now.
I thought it was coming out.
And me seeing still sometimes dipping in and out of Final Fantasy 14 still. Liked the story in that game. Finished up the current content. No, I'm one patch behind. Still, played Final Fantasy games before. However, this Final Fantasy 16 is, as of now, only available for PlayStation 5, the new PS5. And I haven't gotten one because I don't see the reason to buy a new console if I don't have any games that I intend to play on it. But the Final Fantasy 16, is that a game to warrant? Is that the console purchaser? Is that the game
Is
that
it worth
warrants me
paying thousands of kroners on PS5?
or hundreds of euros for a console
or
just to play
just
one game?
wait a year and then buy it on Steam?
Yeah,
Epic
about
Games,
that as
whoever
well.
gets the deal.
Yeah, about that as well. It's I have this perfectly good gaming machine right next to me. Would I need to purchase a console to play that other game when I I'm not lacking in games to play. I have lots of games to play. I don't have to play Final Fantasy now. I can wait.
But you do have a PS4, and do you have it at home?
Yes, I have a PS4 and I have it at home.
You have it at home. I thought it was at your father's place.
Oh, hey, I have a PS4 and it is at my father's place, which I still to refer to as home.
Yeah, I was
even
thinking
though
at
I've
your-
purchased this home.
Yeah, so you don't play a lot of console either way.
No.
There was a reason you left it behind.
Yes.
Just your-
Do you enjoy Devil May Cry?
I recall enjoying the last Devil May Cry game I played. Yes.
What is the last Devil May Cry you played?
Devil May Cry 3.
So it's like 20 years old.
Probably.
Yeah, even though there's Devil May Cry 4,
I think-
5, and
yeah,
the
I
new...
think Devil May Cry 3 was released for PlayStation 2.
Oh, fuck.
But,
Is it
yeah.
that
yeah,
old? Because I got
Yeah.
the HD editions in my Steam wish list.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
thinking
they're
of buying them
pretty
at some
old.
point.
They're
yeah,
pretty
but,
old.
yeah, but anyway, because the new Final Fantasy isn't a Final Fantasy, it's a Devil May Cry.
Yeah, it's
Light.
basically an action fighter game. It's similar to the Final Fantasy 15,
Mm.
Yeah, but even more
but
Bayonetta.
even more like action focused.
Maybe
Yeah.
I should wrap
Less
up
of the-
15.
Yeah,
No, you.
yeah. Why would you even consider buying from? Holy shit! I can't. Yeah.
What I want from Final Fantasy is for them to go back to the older era,
Turn-based combat.
turn-based
Yeah.
combat. Yeah.
Yeah, and the Square Enix is like losing so much money on this game because even though it sold like 3 million copies, but
I'll probably
They're
buy
not
it at some
making-
point because I got every fucking single numbered game in my Steam list.
You're
Mhm.
saying they're losing money in it? Hasn't they made up what they spent making on it? Isn't it profitable?
It didn't meet expectation.
Hmm.
That's different.
Well, yeah, I don't know what Square Enix is saying about it. I need to wait.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just talk, you guys.
Yeah,
Just
while
talk to you
Junior
guys.
do his research, on Sunday I'm coming home to north of Norway because that's still
Yay!
home for me, as
Yeah.
you consider your father's place home. So this week, during this week after work, every day I will start cleaning my house bit by bit. Because when I go
you're,
away, my house will be shining. Because I do that every time I go on vacation. I clean my entire house. I do the whole washing regime, as we talked about before. And that starts tomorrow.
Mm.
No, tomorrow I will be editing this episode. That starts on Tuesday. And I will clean on Tuesday my kids' rooms, change their beds and everything, just to clean down the entire rooms. On Wednesday I will do the bathroom and hallways. On Thursday I will do a kitchen and living room. On Friday I will relax. On Saturday I will pack all my shit in the suitcases and weigh them so that they don't weigh too much for the airplanes. And on Sunday morning I'm coming home.
All right. You got your schedule set up, I hear,
Yeah, I do.
with your
There will be some
cleaning
anime
regime.
in between here, but yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of animes in between, have you guys started Jujutsu Kaisen?
No.
Second season?
Saw it before this episode.
No.
It's a prequel though.
Yeah, but
okay.
it's a good prequel, isn't it?
The first episode was really good, and it's even before Jujutsu Kaisen Zero, the movie.
Yeah. But do not spoil because
No,
Yeah, I
I'm
haven't
just
watched
saying
it
because
either.
I was expecting watching the continuation of the first season, and I got the younger characters of the teachers from the first season.
Oh, okay.
But
I
it
need
was
to get
the first episode
So
was
it
good.
wasn't So it wasn't even a summary. It was a prequel. It was
Yeah, but the second season will be 2 parts, I read. So the first half will be a prequel, where you follow Gojo or whatever his name is.
Yeah,
the
I
teacher.
think it's not the whole 12 episode. I think it's 8 or 6 episode will be the prequel.
That might be.
And the rest, it's going to be 24 episodes long
Mm-hmm.
this season.
Yeah.
Speaking of weeby shit,
okay. Yeah.
have you heard of the new isekai?
You asked us that yesterday, like off podding, but no.
The new isekai. Is it that big of a deal? You're calling it the new.
Isekais
Yeah.
are always a deal, Björn. Not a big deal, but
No.
they're a deal.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I remember I asked you, but you guys don't remember it, do you? The Suicide
do.
Squad?
No,
The-
Suicide-
you just mentioned it, and we hadn't heard of it or seen it. So
No.
tell us more. Where can I
will
find
be
it?
pretty. It's I don't know where you can find it. It's just released the trailers.
Ah,
I think it will be even a standalone movie, right? So maybe it's cinema worthy. I don't know. It's Studio Wit who made that. It looks pretty.
nice.
Suicide Squad, Joker and Harley Quinn being transferred to another world.
Like literally Joker and Harley Quinn, or just some characters like similar to them?
No, literally.
So it is basically a DC isekai,
Yes,
Japanese made
I think-
or American made?
Japanese made. It's
Hmm.
Studio Wit, those who made the first season of Attack on Titan before Mappa got a hold of them.
Yeah.
I don't mind them at all. That's sounds great. But I just casting the Joker and Harley Quinn. You said that
That we
That's-
know of.
that's setting high expectations from the get go.
No.
Because
If someone can voice the Joker, it's fucking Japanese voice actors. You have all seen or heard the Japanese dub of Homelander. It could just as well
Yes.
have been a fucking Joker edition.
Oh, the boys are great.
Yeah.
And Japanese voice actors are great.
They are really good.
Yeah.
And we can still say that even though we don't understand most of what they're saying, but we read subtitles,
Yeah,
but we know good voice acting still.
Yeah.
in-
No, you know good voice acting
it
when you hear
fits. Yes, it fits with the character. It fits with the situation. You know when a voice actor is doing a good job, even though it's a completely different language from what you even can comprehend. It's I tend to subs versus dubs. I've always been on the sub train.
it. Yeah, of course. Subs are better.
Subs over dubs.
Yeah, but we know that
Unless
some-
the show was originally made in English, like Castlevania.
that's
but
different,
that's not
different.
an
So-
anime.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's
I imagine the Japanese version of Castlevania will still be good though.
It is. It's really good.
Yeah.
maybe.
Because the first time around I saw it, I thought it was a Japanese anime. Because Castlevania, they did the games over on Nintendo and stuff.
Who had Castlevania? What was it? Sega?
No,
What company who had Castlevania?
Konami.
The games. Konami.
Konami.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is Japanese.
Yeah, so I
So-
assumed it was a Japanese anime. So I actually saw the first 2 episodes on Japanese before I realized it was an American show.
Ah, okay. Yeah, and it didn't cross your mind
no,
until
it
then.
didn't cross my mind, and it
What-
was it was really good. 'Cause-
What made you rethink the language choice? Was it
No, I was
something
just
that-
checking up on something on the internet, and I found out it was an American anime.
okay.
I was like, what the fuck?
This doesn't make sense.
and
This
then
does not compute.
and then I switched over. But the voice acting for Castlevania was really, really good, though,
Mm-hmm.
in American or English. So yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it
yeah.
works. But it's just anime is so vast, and the English dubbers for animes are usually crap. I think unless it's like something like Attack on Titan where they would actually hire the better voice actors. But for the general animes, they have the same guys voicing. I feel like with the.
They don't hire the guy that would be suited for that role. They hire just the guy that's available.
Yeah, basically. And sometimes it seems that they don't live the role when they perform. They're just like very monotone and boring. So often animes are best in Japanese, I think.
Could you imagine a monotone American voice actor for any of the JoJo characters?
No, they are so over the top.
Yes.
I haven't checked out the dubs, but I know they are there. You can check them out on Netflix and stuff. Because I do follow a YouTuber who voiced in the latest JoJo series as well. He was the main bad guy. But I didn't check out his work, even though I like what he does on YouTube, reviewing games and criticize the left when they fuck up shit for the gaming industry and animes. But yeah, no, I couldn't imagine watching JoJo in anything else than Japanese.
That's because the voice, it's the show is over the top, and then the voice acting has to match that.
Yeah.
The characters and the show itself, and it's you usually can say that's a great show. Hey, you go watch it, but you can't with JoJo. It's just too fucking special. You have to be an anime
connoisseur basically,
along the lines of that to be able to enjoy JoJo. It's weird. It's bizarre.
Very bizarre. It's a bizarre adventure.
It's a bizarre adventure. Yes.
Could you, Junior, imagine JoJo in English?
You're muted.
Can't hear you.
Fan. I believe yes. I can imagine JoJo Bizarre Adventure in English.
You can?
I believe. Yeah.
Okay, I don't think any American voice actor could match the essence of JoJo in English. The bizarre craziness of the characters.
I can imagine it.
Okay, what I will do is I will find a clip, Japanese versus English JoJo, and I will post it on our Facebook page and Twitter. Yeah, so people can check out for themselves what we talk about when we say JoJo is crazy or bizarre, and how the English compare to the Japanese voice acting.
Yeah, okay, because I've never seen the show, but I know of the show, the Blanca, is it called, something? It's a very Americanized anime, where they say the dub is a lot better than the sub. Because
must be one of the odd one out then. It's
because
I said really high ranking animes might get better voice actors, but there are so much anime and you don't get the best voice actors for animes in general, I think.
Yeah, but hear me out, because I know a lot of the Japanese voice actor had to do a lot of English, which is not good.
That is not good.
Yes.
But it's fucking funny when they do.
Yeah, but
that's the one thing with Japanese voice actors, though. They butcher English. That's kind of entertaining, but it doesn't make for high quality voice work.
You son of a bitch.
But it's always interesting when you listen to a Japanese song. They manage to sing English quite well, but speaking English they can't do for shit.
But Thomas, what's your idea thing for after the vacation?
Yeah, we need a new segment on this show, and I was thinking maybe we could start doing some challenges after the vacation, where our listeners would send us a challenge, and we'll do it within reason, of course.
That's a dangerous thing to suggest.
Within reason, I said. For instance, maybe we could try to speak like English for an episode or part of an episode. Yeah,
I
that
don't know.
that would be an acceptable challenge. It would be.
We're trying our best from the get-go.
No, we're doing American English.
Maybe.
I meant British. Try to have the
Ah.
British for or
No.
just something like that. Just send us a challenge we can do for part of the episode, and we'll try to do it. And as it is a podcast, we can't do a lot of visual stuff, so it has to be something you can experience on the podcast.
Mm. Or maybe even just suggestions of questions or suggestions of what to discuss.
That we're always
But
open
we
for.
usually we're always open for it, and we usually end our episodes with saying, "Please send us questions," or
Yeah, but I was thinking of some challenges we can do, like easy challenges. We can start out with something just to try something new.
Well, of course we are always interested in.
Imagine
Suggest.
30 minutes in, we do the challenge segment, and one of us have to speak Norwegian for the rest of the episode, while the two other speaks in English and have to translate it to the Norwegian guy for the English listeners. It would be hard, but it could be a challenge. Or it would be a challenge, to say the least, but yeah. Just something.
maybe.
Or like me last week doing voice, a different voice in general, with a different accent. Something.
You're kind of acting in the skit bit, though.
Yeah. But imagine doing that for a
You're-
whole episode.
You are our actor.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've become such.
Yeah, I do the skits. It requires a lot of planning and setup, so that's why I don't do more of them. I would love to. I have a couple of ideas for my TikToks and stuff, but I don't have the space to have the green screen up and act in front of it. Like, it's pretty easy doing the podcast because I just need to have the green screen right behind me to get the background. But when I need a chair or something in front to do some acting and for the camera to capture all of me, I need a lot of space. And to do some of the skits, I have had to rearrange the entire living room just to get the space I needed. So just setting it up took a long time. And then when you're done doing the skit, which often takes a couple of hours for me to do, I have to rearrange my living room back, as it were, before I started.
You need a studio.
I need a studio, yeah.
Support us in the links below so we can afford a studio.
Support Thomas' studio.
Yeah. It wouldn't be a studio in North Norway with you guys. I would have to have the studio down here so I could do the skits.
We need
You're
two
asking for
We need
quite a
two
lot
studios,
here.
basically. One for you guys and one for me. But yeah.
Are we running out of things to talk about?
We're running out of things to talk about, and I have animes to watch and work tomorrow, so.
Yep. Likewise.
Well, ha suckers.
Yeah, you're
What?
on vacation. Or you're
Yeah, I
having
know.
vacation, but you're not on.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So,
luckily it doesn't start early tomorrow, and start at 9, so I don't need to rush to bed after the episode, but still, I would like to watch a couple of episodes of anime and stuff before the evening is over.
well, so do I. So, I will
fuck,
thank our...
No, before you end it, or you guys went to the cinemas a while back and watched Fast and Furious 10.
Yes.
We talked about that in length earlier, but last night I showed my daughter Fast and Furious 1, and I have forgotten how fucking good that movie is compared to the new ones. And not to not to say the least, but how fucking different it is to the new ones.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Good old times.
she enjoyed the first movie very much, and she liked the music because she's into rap. And as Jarul is there rapping away, she enjoyed it immensely. And she even found a new car. She wants to have one when she gets older.
Okay, well, what did she land on? What's her
The thing is, we
was-
didn't only watch the first movie. We started the second movie. We watched the awesome race where he uses the skyline and stuff.
Right.
And she wanted this car, the Honda 2000.
Yes. S2000.
Yeah,
Yes.
because she
yes.
thinks that's super awesome.
Yes, it is.
So she was
It is
like,
super awesome.
when I'm 18, I want that car.
Oh god.
Maybe not with the same color scheme as the one in the movie, but
It's a very expensive car though.
it is, and it's quite old now. But
Yeah.
probably hard
Still-
to get. It isn't an electric.
If you got enough money, you can get it.
Yeah, but the regular car doesn't look that awesome. Actually.
Pink.
Yeah, the regular car doesn't even have the furry seats and everything like this one has. The regular car looked a bit boring compared to the one in Fast and Furious. But then I
Yes,
guess
yes,
most cars of the same edition looks a lot more boring in like
Yeah.
the regular than when they are tuned up and have the awesome paint jobs and neon lights and everything. So yeah, but I guess if she saw the real car, she wouldn't want it as much.
Well,
As
yeah. Yeah.
Well, speaking of interesting cars, in the last Fast movies, were there like really styled out cars?
No,
in those
they were
movies?
just expensive
No,
sport
they were
cars.
just expensive
Yeah,
cars.
Yeah, because
muscle car.
Yeah, because they basically dropped the street race thing after the third or fourth movie, I think. I don't quite remember the fourth one, but yeah, I think it's only the three first, maybe.
Yeah,
where
they
have-
stopped like styling the cars. Now they just have brand new sports cars that you could get from the showroom floor.
Yeah.
It's like, but they've done nothing to them. It's like,
No, it's just
yeah,
Oh yeah, they have done. Doesn't they have?
Oh, yeah,
like,
they
the hooks
did.
and stuff. They can shoot up fucking Batmobiles. in the new ones.
they made them into Batmobiles, but they didn't make them look like
no,
Batmobiles.
they are not styled with paint jobs and neon lights and stuff. That kind of.
I miss that.
Yeah, because that was the first movies, the racing cars, the street cars, the street racing. That's what's awesome about it, and they completely neglect that part of the movies after the third one.
Mhm. They completely change how the movies are altogether. The only common is the
The characters.
the
The family.
characters and family.
Yeah, but even
Family.
the characters get upgraded throughout the movies because they get super strength and a lot of stuff.
I guess, yeah.
They become inhuman. so yeah, so there's that. But I think she went into it with like, I've heard the movies are really, really bad, and she came out with like, I want one of those cars. And she
But then again, you started with the best of the lot, the first two movies.
Yeah, as I said, we only
Yeah.
watched the first race in the second one because she
Yeah.
had to go back to her mom.
I kind of feel sorry for her because she will get disappointed over time.
Everyone, that's not sorry for her. Everyone got disappointed over time. But I think
and
if
still fucking go watch them.
but
It's
if,
like,
if you get into it, you will kind of just keep watching every single one.
yeah, but we'll still watch them. They're entertaining in
Different ways,
a way,
though.
but in different ways.
But guys,
But
Now
guys,
but
but
guys, that's your table.
or your
Nope.
This time to wrap up.
Yeah.
This has been going on for far too long, and this is the last episode of this. A while, I would say.
Yeah, for a while. Yeah, at least a month,
For a-
because I'm looking at the date, and I know I'm back here in a month. So yeah, I would say, 4 weeks time we're back.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
somewhere in the
Approximately.
middle of August, basically.
So this is our holiday, and you will not hear from us until then. Keep
social
your eyes
medias.
on
Social media.
social medias, yes. And with that, I have to say good night and goodbye. Remember to support us in the link below.
Yeah. Good night.
Yes. Adios.